Hello guys, welcome to another flight simulator video with me, Absolute Nate. Today we are taking off from Tokyo Haneda Airport in the Daya TBM 930. Gorgeous aircraft there, the nice multi-rotor, so multi-blade prop on it. We're flying into a little airstrip called Shizuoka or something like that, which is over the bay from where Tokyo is. Hopefully we'll have some nice views of the city and of Mt Fuji as we go past. So without ado, let's get into it. So as usual, we're cold and dark in the aircraft, and we'll need to start the engine and make sure all our checklists are complete. So inside, get all this stuff done, because I know that one's done. Crash lever, turn that up. Battery, not the ground power unit. Generator set to main. DI system lights down the bottom. Yep. Landing gear lights check down. Yes, they work. That works too. There's fuel on board, which we'll find out once the Garmin boots. Yep, got that. Let's auto-complete that page.
TOS system test. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Ignition, we need to set that to auto. Which it is. Auxiliary boost pump on. Is the prop area clear? Yes. Put down a little bit. Starter on for 2 seconds, then off. 1, 2. Then when our NG comes up to 13%, we need to set a low idle. And then we need to make sure we're 30% within at least 30 seconds. That one's check. Automatic starter and NG's 52 plus or minus 2%. Let's watch them. Ignition's auto. We're getting a warning about our exhaust gases.
Okay.
So we want low to flight idle. Oh. 80 when it does that. Right, let's quickly restart the engine. Right, so we're in flight idle. Oil pressures and temperatures look good. Auxiliary boost pump should now be set to auto. Fuel select should be set to auto. Fuel select shift. Test. Okay. Autopilot on, or AP/trim. Generator set to main, yes. And then the bleed we should set to auto. So before we taxi, inertial separator should be on. Flight controls. Yep. Flaps should be up. Throttle feather twice. Taxi lights should be on. Park brake should be off. Right, so let's leave it on that page. And then we shall load. Our flight plan should already be loaded in, which is great. Our source flight management system. And then we'll turn the heat. Acknowledge that. So the flight plan for today 4, 5, 6. That one. PFD. Nav source, FMS, yes. Multifunction display. Ouch, sorry about that. Procedure. It's departure. We want airport. There we go. Load. Oh, bollocks. There we go. No, there's no arrival approach. Back. Alright, so that's loaded that in. Flight plan. Tokyo to there. Okay. The flight plan looks good. Get back to our seat position. Tune into air traffic control. Get some clearance for our IFR flight plan. Contact ground. West taxi. There we go. 0.7 of a mile, not too bad. Ground services. So we need to go back and to the right. This fella should be coming in now. And this is one of the handcrafted airports as well. So as we're taxiing along, we get to see some of the scenery. Almost, mate. Oh, he's going into the prop again. Nice. And then into the hot exhaust pan. Nicer. Yeah, he should snap in a second. There we go. I wonder if I should take the parking brake off or let him suffer. There we go. Underneath the yoke. Let him push us back all the way. Got anything of our checklists? We'll get that before we get to the runway. So we should start seeing the pushback to the right now. No, to the left. I always get this wrong. There, we'll stop the pushback there. Look at that. Nice shot there. Alright, let's taxi. Using this horrible joystick. I will put the camera on external. So we're taxiing along here. Nice Nice shots of Haneda Airport. Turn on the pulse light and the strobe light. Why not? We're sort of on like the back leg of Haneda Airport. See the control tower in the distance there. I think all the scenery does make it chug somewhat. I mean, I've got a 5700 XT, but that I think even people with 2080 Ti's are struggling to run this game at 60 FPS ultra. Let's turn the yoke back on. Get the speed up a little bit in this clearing. I did already try this once in the Beechcraft King Air 350 or Textron Aviation, whatever it's called now. Set to the autopilot, went absolutely doolally. Every time I engaged the autopilot, the aircraft would plummet down to the ground. The trims would trim themselves. Yeah, to pitch up. Like, even though I manually set them to neutral trim. They'd sort of find the way back there. So I thought I'll try it in this aircraft. It might be a bit easier. So I know flight plans, etc. and autopilot works in this because I've used it. So we'll taxi just to the threshold here. I'll open the ATC window in anticipation. Here we go. Let's put the brakes on. And then put the parking brake on. Acknowledge the warning. Go through the checklist. Let's make sure our lights are set to landing. Nav lights are now on. Strobes are on, yes. Did that before. Heaters are on, inertial separators on. Trims are set to takeoff. Flaps we will set to takeoff. Altitude select. What do we want in the flight plan? 700, 700, 9,000. Set that to 9,000 there. Limit to setting. That should be good. 299 a 2. Squawk. Have we set correctly? Four 607. Request takeoff clearance. Go. Acknowledge the takeoff clearance. Cleared for takeoff. So let's get in line. Take the parking brake off. Get rid of that. Line the aircraft on the center line. So on release brakes. Right, it says prepared to enter land runway. Okay. Just set the takeoff thrust. Keep the nose down. There we go. Positive vertical speed. Landing gear up. So we're on a 10% pitch. Why is this so difficult? 12, 13, 14. Indicated airspeed is above 150 knots. There we go. This will climb to ground. Flaps up. Inertia separators on still anyway. Climb altitude set. Okay, so let's cruise. Take that off for a minute. Let's turn autopilot on. Okay. Look at the views over Tokyo. Amazing. So that was aircon squawking at us, and we want the yaw damper to be on. There we go. So we want that Tokyo departure. We wanted 9,000. Because the autopilot didn't work again. There we go. That should do it. So do we have to manually select in this next waypoint? Why are you not flying? Is that why? Right. There we go. The flight management system wasn't the nav source. It is now. Someone's just bleeped me. So on 8,000 feet. Right, we'll finally get some good shots of Tokyo now. As we go back over the airport. That is the greater metropolitan Tokyo area with Mt Fuji in the background there. And there should be, yes. I think Tokyo Skytree somewhere, which should be directly ahead there, just there. Brilliant. We'll just make sure everything's been maintained in autopilot. Great. Let's reduce the torque a little bit. Almost at 8,000 feet. I mean, wow. That is amazing. And I think Disneyland might be modelled Yeah, look. So there's the Disneyland and Disney Sea Resort. Which I went to last year, where all the Corona stuff started. So there it is. Tokyo Disneyland Resort and Disney Sea. We're flying over there. Fascinating. And there's the Tokyo Skytree in the background. Also been to the very top of that, which was amazing. Our hotel we stayed in was like round about here in Asakusa. Just check everything's on course still. Raise myself up. Go a quick look through the window. As we continue to get some amazing shots of Tokyo. Not gonna lie, it does make the computer chug. And from here we might be able to see Narita Airport, which is like somewhere over here. I think. So here we are, 8,000 feet above Tokyo. The drone camera. Now that's a thumbnail if I ever saw one. I don't know what's happening with the autopilot, but it's banking quite aggressively. I must have pressed the delete key, which does something. It's like Tokyo departure. I really, really wish the ATC would talk to me. I miss those little squawks. I mean, this is like my third or fourth ever flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. There we go, another view of Tokyo out the window. So I need to stay away from that delete key because that is lethal. So as we're cruising over Tokyo, we shall put some nice music on, get some beautiful shots, and we'll see you when we are in a more interesting place. There we go. So we've just had ATC for the destination airport chime in. We're 3 miles northeast, maintain present heading altitude, next vectors. Visual runway 33 left approach. So we can plug that in. We can put in procedures, arrival. It's visual anyway. I'm going to change runways to 15 right, because that'll be a lot easier to land on. Alright, so circle to land, runway 33 left. Right, so this should be an interesting one then. Yep, so we're on the leg to Bekla. And then after Bekla, the plane will pilot us in the general direction of this airport. And we should get some amazing views of Mt Fuji as well while we're there. Because you can already see the mountains appearing there. It's just unfathomable how big the Tokyo metropolitan area is. I mean, it spreads all the way to the foothills of the mountains here. Spectacular. What a view. So let's put another little time lapse here while we're going over the scenery, and I shall see you when we're closer to the destination airport. Just wanted to take control of the drone camera a second here, because that is absolutely stunning how that is rendered. I cannot believe how good that is. Climb and maintain 9,600 feet. Okay. There we go. Let's get back. Climb and maintain 11,000. 12,000. I'm getting close to Mt Fuji here. Oh, back to 11. Then back. 9,200 feet above ground level. That must... Wow. That is incredible. And let's look back upon the Tokyo area. All the way over there. Send and maintain 6,900. $6,300. Make up your mind. Okay, so we've flown past Mt Fuji. We're on the descent. Wow. Stunning. Really is. ATC annoying me again. Let's have a look at the descent checklist. I can't imagine we're too far off, actually. Yeah, let's just reduce our speed as we're descending in. Let's zoom the map in. See if we have visual on the runway. Probably another. Send and maintain 2,700. Report runway in sight. Yes. You can see that there. Send and maintain 2,000. Spec vectors visual 33 left. Visual runway 15 right approach. Circle to land runway 33 left. So we should be able to see the runway. Ah, there it is. So around here. So we're going to overfly. So let's I maintain 4,700. No. We'll go over 15 right and circle round and land on 33 left. Throttle is absolutely a joke. Need to zoom the map way in. Okay. Fly out this way and do a circle around. Oh. Increase the speed a little bit. No point me climbing, I'm on a VFR. Oh, it's there. Let's expedite our descent down. Gear down. Oh, no, we're going far too fast. Gear up, flaps up. do a go around. Need to get some distance. I'm gonna ignore ATC now because they're annoying me. There you go. I want a heading of let's go that way. There we need. Decrease 1,000 feet. Let's tune in for 330. And we should be aligned with the runway. Let's just go a little bit this way. Back. Our speed. It's due to turn that off. Start the descent. So yes, flaps 1, landing gear. All over the show here. This joystick is definitely not working. Oh dear. Ouch. Yeah. I think a new joystick is in order. I'll tell you that much. Just pull off to the side here. Alright, you can just go on the grass. Oh, Jesus. Engine cut off. Oh my God. Oh God. Right, let's turn everything off. Right, guys. Jesus. That was stressful. Thanks for watching. Again, this is like my 4th flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, still learning. So I think I get a little bit better and better every time, especially with the instrument systems. But thank you for watching this long. If you've been tuned in, appreciate the time you give me. And as always, if you've got any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments. Anything I'm doing wrong, feel free to point out. I always do want to learn. So yeah, thank you again. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next installment.